Yo, 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 yo.
Whoa.
Jammer.
Shag
Thank you.
dog.
Hey, the intro was very it made me think about Bubble Up, the drink.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Reminds me of when I almost drowned when I was like 6 years old.
Well,
Bubbles
you
coming out
have
of
your
it.
memories and I have my memories. Both are fond, I'm sure.
Reminds me of all the bubbles coming out in front of my mouth.
It's funny that you were cognizant of being able to the bubbles there, you know.
Well, that's the last thing I remember is, I think I told you the story before, but is the girl, I tried to push this girl in 7 feet water and I didn't know how to swim. But I had a crush on the girl, whatever. Tried to push her in the water. Everybody's pushed people in the water down that area. So I tried to push my favorite girl in the water and it didn't work. And then she grabbed me by my arm and I'm like, no, because I can't swim. And she
I can't swim.
slung my ass in there. And I'm like, trying to swim. I'm underwater trying to. And next thing I know, somebody's pushing me up underneath me, pushing me from my buttocks. And I just knew it was my brother. Don't know how. I didn't see him, his face or anything, but I just knew it was him.
It's that DNA connection.
Yeah. And last thing I remember, there's a 7 on the wall because of the feet. They had a 7 on the wall. That's the last thing I remember. Next thing I know, I'm waking up in my bed. I don't know if I passed out or blacked out or what.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened after somebody played with your ass. A GMO, gluten-free sparkling ale brewed with electrolytes and real Florida OJ. The South Beach Brewing Company's Strawberry Orange Mimosa.
That's right, Jammer. Your beer there is the NAN Beer Advocate. 5.4% ABV, I believe. It's by
5.0, actually.
Oh, it says 5.4 here from what I found. South Beach Brewing Company. Is that the right company?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, it says 5.4 in Beer Advocate, but they might be wrong.
It does tell me on the back that it's 121 calories.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Well, when I opened it up and I poured it, it was more like a soda, the carbonation and everything. And this looks like very yellow. I don't know if you can tell. It has a slight greenish hue to it, and it's very yellow.
Oh yeah, I can't tell because I'm picking up the damn picture of your screen on your glass. Actually,
it's weird. That's what's so weird about it, because it's almost like an orange. It's very yellow, but it has a slight like green tinge to it, and so everything's showing up on it.
Yes, it's weird.
And it has a almost artificial smell, but I know it's not artificial because it says a GMO and gluten-free and sparkling ale, with electrolytes and everything. So it has like a Gatorade smell with the electrolytes.
Yeah.
And then I can smell the orange juice and a little slight strawberry. It's crazy. How about yours, Shag Dog?
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to be a chili beer on Beer Advocates considered chili beer. It's only 3.5% ABV, very low ABV. I'm gonna guess Naranja. I don't know if that's orange or that's a Naranja.
It means orange.
Tangerine, maybe Naranja.
I think it means orange, don't it?
I thought orange was Naranja.
Oh, I don't know then.
Spanish to English, Naranja.
In Spanish, that's al inglés en naranja.
Hey, you didn't do it right. Anyway, Naranja.
On Google.
In Spanish, you would say a la inglesa naranja in its feminine form and al inglés naranja.
It's orange, yeah. It says orange, fruit orange. Okay.
See, I knew that.
Orange chili. So we'll see. Picosa means hot or some shit like that, right?
Mimosa? I don't know.
Picosa. Pios.
I don't know what mimosa means, though. What does mimosa?
Picosa means?
According to that.
Spicy is Picosa. What's the other one?
Mimosa.
Mimosa. That means gay. What does mimosa mean in English? I think that's what it
Here's
is.
the definition of
Mimosa, an Australian acacia tree with delicate femme-like leaves and yellow flowers. A plant of a genus that includes a sensitive plant. So it's a very feminine, sensitive.
Talking about feminine, I was at Lowe's today, and I walked in, and there was a guy standing there, a real thin, skinny guy, young, and almost sickly looking, you know. And he had his nails all done up, and you could tell he was riding the sausage train. And
I didn't know you were going to go that far. I thought you were going to say the femme fence.
oh, that's a good one, femme
Straight out
fence.
the sausage train.
And guess what his name was?
The sausage fester.
No, it was named Vane. Vayne. Vane.
V-A-Y-N-E.
I'm thinking he chose that name, not his parents.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyhow, speaking of the femme fence,
It was just crazy.
this one smells orangey, almost like an orange soda smell.
Yeah. Or Naranja.
And with a little bit of spiciness in there, but not much. I'm not picking up too much, but I can smell a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We shall see. An orange soda with spice, basically, is what I'm probably getting.
Pray tell, Shag Dog.
What do you got in yours?
I already told.
Oh, you already did it? Okay.
Yeah, but I do get a hint of strawberry, but I have the orange in there, and then yeah, it's kind of like a slightly sour smell actually. Orange is definitely in there. Maybe actually like a lemon. But anyway, it does smell. It does have a slight orange smell in there.
This is weird because I'm getting like a flat orange soda smell.
All right, let's get the drinking because you're talking too much.
All right.
Did you find out what mimosa means?
I said, I told you, femme, an Australian acacia tree with delicate femme-like leaves and yellow flowers.
Okay.
And number 2 is a plant of genus, whatever, that includes a sensitive plant.
Oh, so mimosa is more feminine.
And sensitive.
Yeah.
That's why they like it. I'm definitely getting an orange soda and a spicy picante taste on this. Weird. Right up front, you get a little bit of spiciness, a hint of the orange, but then when you get to the middle, you're tasting like the orange soda taste with the spiciness. And the lingering aftertaste is the orange soda with spiciness. Wow.
Well, there is a very, very faint strawberries taste in mine. It has more orange to it. But then there's the beer. And the beer, I don't know what to think of it. It's kind of got a sour orange. And then it's sweet. I don't know. But I'm not impressed by it. I'm actually depressed by it.
Oh, really? Not that good, huh?
It's like a fruit drink that's carbonated. And it's not even very good fruit drink.
But the special thing about that beer is your glass picks up the green screen. I like that. It looks pretty cool.
Yes, that's kind of cool, isn't it?
It looks like a stained glass, like you bought that from a restaurant or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. It looks good with the strawberry on there, though. Try it with that line. I can't do it on my side. Okay, all right.
How's that?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Oh, man, I tell you what. What's the birds that got the big beak? That's a pelican, right?
Like this one right here on my can, a pelican.
Yeah, it's got the big wide beak, like north to south, right? Yeah. This weirdest shit I ever seen when I was like stationed in not station, but worked in law enforcement there in Florida, and we had to take somebody from one institution to the other. And we got there in a razor wire. It was after one of those hurricanes like Irene or back in 2004, those hurricanes there. It was a couple of days after, 2 days. There was either a pelican or a stork. I think it was a pelican, but it was stuck up. It was dead in the wire. It was spread out, wings spread in the wire, just dead.
Yeah.
But it looked creepy as hell. Middle of the night coming up, and there's a damn fucking big ass bird stuck in the wire like that.
Well, I imagine so.
Life is beautiful.
Life is grand.
Oh, life is bitter.
And when you have a woman, you don't have to use your hand.
That's true. Well, sometimes.
Yeah.
Are you still speaking of women? And you don't talk much about your love life. I understand that. But are you still in the honeymoon phase of your marriage, or is that pretty much over with since you guys known each other for 20 years or whatever? Over 20 years.
It kind of stays there. I mean,
yeah. But it's not like the super duper. I say the super duper honeymoon moment is when you first meet someone and you're with them for the first year. Really?
Yeah, that's probably true. I mean,
honeymoon phase is. If you know someone for a year, then you get married. Really, the honeymoon phase is over after a year, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, basically, the relationship is dependent on your friendship and trust and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, respect. Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
But was there, just by getting married 20 years after you guys been in love with each other, was there a spark to the honeymoon, I guess, after you got married? Is probably what I'm trying to say. Is there like a reignition?
Yeah, it was kind of cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The problem is that at the time, money was tight,
Yeah.
and everything. We really couldn't do much. And then it was COVID going on and all that stuff.
Right.
So when it was all said and done, we didn't get to do really what we wanted to do.
Mm.
Because if we had our way, we would have invited friends and family and all that stuff, and been able to have a better wedding and reception and all that stuff. As it was, we just an immediate family, pretty much, and a couple of friends came, but
that's really all you need is, I think, a small thing like that. Because most, like, I look at my mother's wedding pictures from way back, 1960.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody of those people ever around now. Either they're dead for a long time ago or lost touch. Yeah.
Well, my opinion, really, right off the bat, the family itself, in the sense of, brother, sister, father, mother, they should be there.
Yeah.
And after that, maybe one or two friends on both sides, because they're the closest people to you, the ones that you're hanging out with all the time or doing stuff with. And after that, that should be it. And in my opinion too, that the weddings used to be something that you could do cheaply. But even if you wanted, they like renting a beach. They want so much money to just rent a section of the beach when you could actually go out there and just stand on the beach and do a wedding.
Right.
Most people won't interfere with a wedding like that. It's not like you should have to get a permit and all that stuff, but that's what they want to do. They want to charge you for it. I don't think that's right.
Yeah, do you have to get a permit for that, or?
Yeah, they got the set up to where you have to get permits.
Which I don't understand. I mean, I could profess my love for some woman out in the middle of the beach and have some guy there. Yes, these two love each other. But I need a permit for that.
That's what they want.
Crazy.
And then, and so, in my opinion, it's a money grab for most
Yeah.
people, most companies, and most,
So right there, by getting a permit, the county wants their share of your wedding.
Yeah.
The priest or whoever, whichever is providing the service.
And the other thing is, I don't think that people should go out of their way to have such an elaborate wedding anyway.
Yeah,
you're going into debt. I mean, granted, if your family member, I don't care if your father or mother on the bride's side has all the money in the world, because that's who's supposed to pay for the wedding, the bride's side. I don't care if they have all the money in the world. Why should you spend it on the wedding?
Right.
I think the best thing to do is to have a small, intimate wedding at as cheaply as possible. Nice dinner afterward. And for the most part, that'd be it. And then if the bride's family is so rich and the groom's family is so rich, give that money to the couple who got married so that they can use it to start their lives together.
Right. I'd rather have a wedding in my backyard or something,
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, what's good about a wedding, especially if you're young, like my brother, when he got married, he was 24 or something like that. All the family is there. And a lot of those family I didn't even know was my mother's father's side of the family, which I didn't know too much growing up because my grandfather died when my mother was 2. So I didn't really get close to that side of the family. But a lot of them were there for my brother's wedding, which was nice. I see him on the video. I'm like, who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Oh, my grandfather's sister.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's a great thing to get everybody together and have a celebration and all that stuff. And I think it's even better when you have everybody together and have a good time and be able to spare no expense, that kind of thing. Just for the most part, regular people can't do that.
Yeah, I haven't been to that many weddings in my life. I've been to my brother Pat's wedding. I missed Sean's wedding. My mother and stepfather, their wedding revows because, whatever the hell that thing was. We drank a lot of beer that night. Me, you, and Pat. Did he? Yeah. They ran out of beer too. I was like, what? You had this many pitchers of beer they bought prepaid and they ran out? I said, I didn't see that many people drinking beer. But unless we drank them out. But so those two, one of my cousin's weddings, and as a child I went to a cousin's wedding, but that was just the wedding part. We couldn't go to the reception. No children allowed. I think that my mother was lying about that. Just didn't want us there. But yeah, that's it. 4 weddings in my life. Horrible. And I think almost as many or more funerals.
Oh yeah, lots of funerals. I think for the most part, it's nice to have a celebration together and family and friends, and it's nice to have a good party. Yeah. It's what life was meant to be. I mean, and to tell you quite honestly, it doesn't have to be expensive. You could do it on a shoestring budget and all that stuff. It doesn't have to be that way. One is we have an X amount on the bar. If you want to bring your own stuff, that's great because we only got X amount on the bar,
Yeah.
Say you had $500 or whatever it is on the bar, bring your own bottle, bring your own drinks.
Yeah, I wish I could have came to yours. I mean, I was just a little bit too quick. I mean, I didn't have a car and didn't have a job at that time.
What gets me about it all is that in reality, that's what family and friends would do anyway. They would want to help. They would say, you know what? I'll bring a bottle of liquor and, or I'll bring some beer. Let's go. Yeah, we'll get a keg together and we'll have it for everybody. Right. That's the kind of thing that they would do. And that's what they did back in the day. Everybody brought food. Everybody did things. And, it's only it's only this recent 30, 40, maybe 50 years at the most that the people have convinced regular individuals that you have to have this elaborate wedding.
Yeah, they got special things now too. The country wedding where the guys wear these weird white shirts and jeans, and the girls wear these country dresses,
and none of it is going to do
shit.
you any good later down the road, especially when 6 months later you're arguing over bills.
Right.
What good is that?
That's the biggest downfall of marriages, they say, is financial shit. That's why you should always marry your best friend.
Well, you should marry somebody. Well, first you have to be sexually attracted to him, because if you don't have that sexual attraction to him or her, you're not going to, even as a friend, even if it could be your best friend, it doesn't matter.
Right.
You're still going to be playing the field,
So you're going to be looking somewhere else.
Yeah. So you have to be sexually attracted.
Past the looks. You look deep inside that person. Wow, that's the most beautiful person I know.
Yeah. Huh?
Still got to be the outside. Huh? So what? So say if let's check the scales here.
No. What I was going to say is that you have to be sexually attracted. If you think that's a beautiful person in the world,
beautiful inside.
If you believe that person is beautiful inside and out, or inside, or whatever like that, it doesn't matter. Whatever flips the switch for you.
Right. Now, but let's check that scale now. Now, if she's beautiful on the inside, like she's a 10 on the inside, but outside, what's the scale have to be? If she's totally personality-wise and her inner beauty, what's the outside have to be at least?
That's an individual thing there. And what I'm getting at Shag Dog, is the fact that you have to have that attraction no matter what.
But I'm saying there's a lot of factors. I mean, because she might be a 10 on the inside. She might be a 2 on the outside, or 1. I'd be like, hell no. But then again, this comes into play. She's a 9 with the blowjobs. Yeah, a lot of different things going to factor.
Well, I mean, like I said, there has to be that connection
of everything: beauty, inner beauty, and
sex, or blowjobs for Shag Dog.
Yeah, blowjob, or putting it on, laying it on. Like she knows how to grind or whatever. She can be the ugliest thing. Porn actress. She knows how to. Oh yeah.
I just think in general, being that financial is a big problem, and goals and stuff like that. If you are attracted to the person and you got married to them without thinking anything of it, well, that could still fail,
Right.
Because like you said, is that person your best friend, or is that person somebody you respect?
You got to be on the same page financially, what your goals are, or not even goals. I should say, just say, hey, this is how we're going to work things. They say more people stay together that put their bills together and finances together. People are like, well, that's your money and this is my money. Usually they're the ones that split up quicker.
And here's the thing about it too. I think it's all right to have the separate accounts if you really want to.
Yeah.
But you should always have an account that is a house account. You're putting money, both of y'all putting money into that account, no matter what.
Right. For bills.
And both of you are putting money together for the future, and all these different things. Like you said, Shag Dog, finances in the sense of bills and any kind of expenditures is one of the number one causes for people to end up in divorce.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of stress. So if you eliminate bills, you're eliminating the stress.
Right.
And you're able to do things that you would like to do and not have to be hindered.
Problem with that is a lot of people have different ideas about finances. So, you got two conflicting ideas about what you should do with money and finances. Then you got a problem right there from the get-go.
Exactly, which means you have to have a similar mindset, and here's the thing: you might think you know it all, and the other person might say, "Listen, I think we should do this," and you have to be flexible enough to say, "You know what, that is a better idea," or
Yeah.
"No, that isn't a better idea. I think
Right.
if you look at this and understand it properly, would be the better option." That kind of thing.
Right. Like my ex, she made more money than me. Okay, yeah, well, you keep your money and spend it. I was like, well, you want me to pay half for everything? I'm paying most of the regular bills. You're paying for all the groceries. I mean, whoop to do. Now, I said, let's even bring your child support into it.
Yeah.
Let's say what the hell we owe all together, and I'll split it down the middle. I might have came out even worse doing that, but I was
Yeah.
willing to do it. She
Yeah.
didn't even want to look at it, so I was like, all right, fine. Yeah. That might have came out worse with her child support involved. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to give, I don't think I gave this a grade.
No, I didn't give this a grade either.
It has a slight strawberry orange flavor. I won't deny. It's not my favorite. So, in that regard, I like the idea that it's a GMO and gluten free type thing, and all that stuff. I like that. I think that's a good thing. I think more companies should start doing that, being away from being GMO. You need to be non-GMO. So, with that being said, I'd give this a. Let me. Yeah, I give it a C and a full swallow.
Holy fuck.
What?
I was looking at reviews today. It says 0 views gained. We just dropped from earlier. I was like looking at it earlier. I was like, oh, that's 0. Anyhow, yeah, I'm gonna give mine. Out of all the Modelo flavored ones I've had with picante in there or whatever, or as this one calls it, Picosa, spicy.
Mm-hmm.
Not as bad as I thought it would be with orange with spicy, but probably the least of the spicy ones. I'd probably give it a straight up C and a swallow.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty good.
Yeah, not bad though. I still got a lot in this can though. That's the problem. Big ass can.
Yeah, that's something.
Yeah, I wish Jared fan joined. He ignores us sometimes.
He ignores us. Yeah, it would have been interesting to have him on for at least one or two.
He only jumped on the first video, I think, and that was it.
Yeah, well, I know.
I think what happens. Hey, we got one viewer now. Maybe that is Jammer fan.
No, well, I don't know.
But I think what happens sometimes is Jammer fan. He jumps on the first video. He says, "Hey, Jammer fan, what's up?" And then we keep going on. I guess we don't send him an invite or acknowledge him enough. And he doesn't say nothing else, and then he leaves, and then he feels abandoned. And
Well, who wants anybody to feel abandoned? I don't.
Right. And if he said, "Hey, can I get an invite?" Of course, we'll send you an invite. I don't know who that was. That was one person watching. They disappeared already.
No.
I mean, I should have sent Jammer fan some invites to begin with, but
I thought you were sending them invites already.
no, because he got on that first video, left one comment and then left, so I figured maybe he's working or something.
Huh. Well, I don't doubt that he's working because we're 4 hours ahead.
Yeah, and I think Wednesdays is more of a day he could do reviews. Oh. Yeah, that's a lot of beer there. I wish they could sell these singles in 12 ounces, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, my parents, I talk about how sore I am and shit like that. I slept 2 hours.
Yeah.
Went to bed, 3 hours earlier than normal. That's why I probably slept 2 hours, plus being sore. I was like, "You're up already?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm sore. And, you better go get your bone marrow checked." I'm like, I said, "I work. Oh, I worked just as hard when I was 55 and 60 years old." I'm like, I don't think you're lifting shit all night long, 8 hours straight.
Yeah.
But maybe I should get my bone marrow checked.
You don't have a cart?
What kind of cart?
A cart to put things on and roll?
Oh, no, Jammer. But the problem is when we do frozen, we got to down stack. So we got to separate the meat pallet, the sausage, that kind of chicken, whatever goes to the meat section. Bakery got their own special pallet. And then we do the breakfast aisle and the meals aisle for frozen. So we're down stacking 5 pallets. Like the other night it was 6 pallets down stacking. And then have to stock all that shit. And then we go to dairy and the same shit.
Look, this is what we did when I was doing it when I was a kid, right? We had the pallet at the end of the aisle, and we would go out and lay out the aisle, basically lay it and put all the stuff in front of wherever it was on the floor.
Down stacked right there, yeah.
Yeah. And then we would turn around and take a cart and load stuff up on the cart as we were stocking.
That's even more work. But no, we put it right there on the pallet. We don't take it. Now the stuff at the beginning of the aisle, like say the breakfast aisle right there, the Jimmy Dean's.
There's your issue right there. You're putting everything on the end of the aisle and you're having to go back and forth. And when you lay out the aisle to begin with, the pallet, it's there at the location it needs to go at. All you have to do is look up. Oop, there it is. All right. Throw it on the cart, put it up, stock it, boom.
We don't have to put it on the cart, though. Why you got to put it on the cart?
So that you don't have to hold it. I mean, you can put it up on the lip of the shelf and use both hands and everything. You probably don't even use both hands.
That's what she said.
Yeah. When you're stocking groceries, you should be going like...
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah. And at the same time, turning the label around. So label out, people.
Yeah, I do all that. There's a lot of people who don't do that. Plus, our turnover rate's so bad. I don't think, when we do down stack in front of the doors, like we'll down stack these 5 pallets because we got to separate frozen, breakfast frozen, the meal frozen, deli or bakery, and meat. So we take the meat pallet back to the damn freezer, take the deli bakery pallet to their freezer. Now we work our shit, but they're already on the pallet. We down stacking the pallets. Now sometimes we'll down stack it from that pallet to where it goes on the floor, but sometimes we got so many new people they don't know where shit goes. Which if I have enough time, I'll do it for them, and so they can be right there working, which make it a little faster. But
you need a drink.
Anyhow, what I'm saying is we got to do that, and then we got to do dairy, the same shit, And then I got to lift all that.
You need to drink more
juice and shit. It's a lot of work. I was gonna record shit one of these nights. Put it on YouTube. Send you a video.
If you had a Go Cam, you could probably do that.
I want a body cam though, because Go Cam is kind of visible. I want something that's not visible.
I sent you a long time ago that other brand.
Well, I did find a couple spots where I could put a camera up in, and probably nobody will see it. Yeah. Well, if you find me the name of that brand, but I'd rather go special and hardcore all the way. Plus, GoPro has their own editing thing.
Akaso, AKASO.
That sounds Ukrainian.
It's not.
Hey, look. Every time there's a war, although I don't recall getting too many products from Afghanistan or Iraq, but Vietnam,
Of course, there's Digi Osmo Action 3. DJI Osmo Action 3. Supposed to be the best of the alternatives.
Yeah.
But Akaso Brave 7 LE is there.
You know, these are the cans that are great with the friend. The 24-ounce can. It's like 2 beers.
So you were saying that you want to have a war? Is that what you're saying?
A war? No. Well, I'm saying every time you have a war with different countries, these soldiers bring back certain culture things from those countries, you know?
Yeah.
Vietnam, they brought back Chinese restaurants. And Yoko Ono. Afghanistan, I think a lot of
Ono is what you just said.
the beard style started in the early 2000s when these soldiers started going overseas, and now all these fucks got like Muslim looking beards. And it's still trending too, which I can't amazingly stupid. And girls like guys with beards, but shave those beards off. Half those guys are like dorky looking. What do you think?
I think you're right.
Yeah.
You're always right, Shag Dog.
What do with a beard? He's like, wow, that's a handsome looking man. Then he shaved his beard off. He had like a pointy chin.
Yeah, he's weak.
Yeah.
I agree. You're weak.
I got a beard going on right now. Can you tell? It's a gray though, so it's kind of hard to tell. Like that. Oh, I remember when I had dark hair. Do you dye your beard?
No.
Deadpool was, or not Deadpool. John Cena would say you're a dye beard.
No, I grow it out, and then it gets gray when I shave it down.
Oh,
it shows more gray.
You ever see the Peacemaker show on HBO Max?
I don't remember.
John Cena plays Peacemaker, kind of vigilante type superhero. There is another superhero in the show called Vigilante, but there's a guy that works for like kind of like a CIA type organization. They name something, but John Cena calls him Dye Beard. He has a beard. And John Cena says Dye Beard. You're like, what do you mean? He goes, if you dye your beard, I don't dye my beard. Yeah, you're like 45, 50. Your beard is that dark. You dye that. And then that's towards the end of the series, he finally admits it. Yeah, someone asked me that one time we were doing beer reviews when you had that full beard going on almost, and your hair was growing pretty good. And then someone said, they said, does Jacker dye his hair and beard? And I'm like, I don't know, but it seems kind of like dark and young looking for somebody that says age. Yeah, you might be right.
It just depends because, like I said, if I trim it real low, it gets like more light.
Yeah, I said he's got good genes, I guess.
I do have good genes. People still can't believe I'm as old as I am.
There's some people I work with that are like, oh, you're 51? Wow. Yeah, look, I mean, most of my gray is like up underneath if you... Yeah. One time I went to work, some guy's like, you dye your hair? I'm like, no. Why? It looks darker. I'm like, it's fucking damp, still out of the shower because I got these beautiful lines made.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I got some gray hairs all over, some gray hairs in my beard and a gray hair in my head. So
you get gray hair in your balls?
I don't think so.
I don't think I do either, but I never really looked close enough because it's kind of far away.
You can't look over your tummy.
I tell you what, man, I put some weight on my belly. Look at it. It's like, why? I think I'm bloated. I think
I knew that would get you right there. That's why I said it. Oh, boy. That chilada will make you drop it off. Because you'll have the shits for days.
That's true.
So drink up, my brother.
I really got to stop eating cookies for lunch because I eat 3 to 4 cookies every night for lunch
Wow.
at work because my special person packed me my lunch. She puts cookies in her. I said, "Stop putting cookies." She still keeps putting cookies. But I
Well,
didn't
you
get
got
back
it
down.
good, buddy.
Yeah,
You
I
got it
know.
good.
I didn't get back down because I used to eat the tuna packets. That's all I had
Yeah,
for lunch. Tuna packets, and that was it.
you got it good. You got somebody making you lunch.
Hey, it's the wife I've always wanted. But we should
Amazing,
have a wife like that.
amazing. Getting.
Hey, you think I got it good? Imagine a guy who's married to her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is
that's why
true.
I'm not. That's why I'm single. I'm still holding out for a girl like that.
I don't blame you, but I don't think you're gonna find one of today.
You can, but you might have to, like we said, 2%, 2 on the beauty scale, 10 on the heart inner, and then it depend on this part. Whether it's a 6 or an 8, it's got to be at least 8. If there are 2 on the physical, got to be an 8 or 10 on the inside, and an 8 or 10 on the.
Yeah.
Now I'm trying to grade some of my ex girlfriends. Let's see, my last one there, that you know of.
Yeah.
Beauty scale, I'd have to say maybe. I mean, I think she could have been good if she kept herself healthier.
Yeah.
Right. But I'd say for what she was at the point in time, 6 or 7 maybe at the healthiest.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I could see where if she, like you said, if she took care of herself, she could have been more. But for the most part, probably a 7.
Yeah.
Maybe even sliding into an 8, depending on whether she's having a good day or not.
Right. I mean, when I first met her,
Or if she's not having a good day, sliding into a 6 or 5.
Nowadays she's getting close to 50. I mean, I met her when she was 38 when we
Yeah.
met. Now she's 48, 49.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, she's good up there. But not bad looking, but she was, guess what? She was 7, maybe possibly an 8, but deep inside, she was a 2. But for this, I give her a 6 for that one. She wasn't great, but she wasn't real bad. Now for this part,
Yeah.
I give her a 9 on that one.
What, scissoring?
Well, I mean, just that part of the body.
It's just she's scissoring and she did
No,
lesbian stuff in
I'm
front
trying
of
to
you.
explain that part of the body.
Oh, I thought you were talking about being a kind of lesbian bi.
No, she wasn't enough on that one. But the last girl I dated for more than a month, the farm girl, for her age, she was pretty nice, actually.
Yeah.
She was 53, 54 when I dated her. So that was back, 2000? That was back during 2020.
Yeah.
She was looking pretty good, that one. Boy. She only had 2 problems. 3 kids living with her, adult children, and house dirtier than hell. Oh boy. But on the inside, that one was almost a 10. And then on the outside, I'd give her a 7 at least for her age. Maybe even an 8. What was the other factor? All these? Not super, not 8, but maybe a 6 or 7 on everything. There you go, Jammer. Open your mouth wider. You're like,
Oh, you're gonna drink your beer.
hey, I had 2 beers here, sir. To your 1.
Well, if you told me, I would have got a bigger one. At least then I would have had something to drink.
That's what she said.
9:45. My God, we started this at 9. 45 minutes later.
Yeah, you're right. It's almost 45 minutes right now. Bam. Hit 45-minute mark.
Boy, you make me. I can't imagine what the viewers feel.
What happens when you drink
I can't imagine what the viewers feel if I'm falling asleep.
Well, maybe I could edit it later and just show all my parts.
It's okay. We can laugh about it now.
I'll tell you, that's a weird. You would have enjoyed this one, I think.
Yeah.
All these beers you're not getting by these guys. All these Picante.
It is the number one beer in the.
Is it?
In the country, number one Modelo.
Oh, Modelo itself, yeah. But you haven't had too many of these Picante Chilada ones they had. You're missing out.
No, I haven't. I've been deprived.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen the mango one that they had originally, but that one was a really good one. Now, I think I did the Modelo lime and salt one with you once.
Yeah.
That wasn't too bad. They didn't have the picante in it, though. But this, the watermelon one, the mango, yeah, pretty good.
It's just that I've been up since 8 o'clock this morning, and I didn't get much sleep the night before.
Oh.
I think I went to bed maybe at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
I went to bed at 8:30. I was up all night working, and I woke up at 10:30 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Here I am partying.
Yeah, you had it easy. You were off.
Yeah, I know, but still, 2 hours of sleep. But that's a double whammy problem for me is going to bed earlier than normal. The physical job I had, I'm sore. That's how I woke up. I was like, oh my God.
I hear a lot of whining about being sore and everything, but in reality, you should be looking at it as a workout program. If you're sore, you should be taking supplements or taking some kind of thing to ease that and what they call alleviate your the stressors.
I don't know, but you're not supposed to work out the same muscle group every day, and if you even look, I don't know what different departments where I work, I might have it easier. But most people you look up online, they're like, if you work here, you might want to consider your off time just recovery days because you're going to be so sore all week. Just your days off, you're just going to be laying in bed and hanging around the house.
Why don't you apply for another position within the company, like cashier or something?
Oh, fuck that.
Work in the deli.
I need to figure out how to get loss prevention.
You do have inventory skills, that, and
of course, man.
Yeah, so you would be perfect for that. You should start looking at it and trying to put in for it.
Yeah, I just want to watch. I want a job where I watch cameras all the time. All right, I'm going to chug this beer down. I think we're done after this one, all right?
Yeah, I think so. I'm falling asleep.
I'm going to chug this shit.
I'm disappointed I ended it with this.
Oh, you can do one more if you want.
I could, but I don't know what it is.
It's 10 o'clock almost, though.
Yeah.
I might as well save the last one for the next time, huh?
I don't know. Let me look up this here to see actually how many APV it is. Oh, it's only 5.
I wish I could be well rested for one of these things. Man.
Well, if we were working
same schedule,
maybe 8 hours a day. I mean, you say you work 8 hours a day, so I don't know.
I'm 9 hours.
Okay, see, now That's 9 hours all of a sudden.
Well, I got an hour long, so I'm there 9 hours.
Midnight Oil is another song.
Yeah. Well, you said your wife's going to be changing the day shift, ain't she?
She might.
You won't be able to do beer reviews at night anymore, so we'll have to do them at like 9 o'clock in the morning while she's at work.
Yeah, that might actually not work out too well for me either because I'll be tired. But hey,
well, on one of your days off, and you just tell her, "Hey, honey, got to do a beer review in the morning when Shag Dog when he gets off work."
Well, doing it as I get off work on my day off, it might not be so bad, you know.
Well, shit, if you get off work at 4, you'd have to wait for me for 3 hours till I get home.
No, I might be able to take a nap.
Yeah, okay.
I could set up because, or she'll be gone, yeah, and then I could set up and then turn around and get ready, you know, I don't know. It'll work out.
Yeah, either way, I mean, shit. I mean,
it will survive. It will continue. We are the Spitter Swallow Beer Review. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jammer, and he is Shag Dog, and we are the Spitter Swallow Beer Review. We are determined to continue on where others fail and bail out.
All right, I mean, most times in our old days, we would have split this can. We would have been done a long time ago.
Oh yeah, we would have done that, and well, there were. I think the most we done in one setting was 22, and you split those in half. Maybe 24. Split them in half. That would be 11, 12 beers a piece, but it would be 23 reviews.
Okay, we didn't do it too many at a time, though.
No, most of the time we stayed right around 15, 14.
Right. Most of them we split. There'd be a couple where we had one of each, 2 beers thing, you know. But
yeah, I mean, like I said, you know, for the most part, we would have split the beers, so it would have been, you know, about 7, 8 beers a split, you know, and then end up being anywhere between 14 and 16 beer reviews itself.
Yeah. I mean, I'd say on average about 12 beer reviews per sitting.
I think for the most part, just the fact that we were able to split it allowed us to be able to do the review, have enough beer there to taste it, get a good idea of what the beer was like,
right,
and allow us to move on to the next one.
Right. I do a lot more than a normal single person would be able to do.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, even Ronald right now, he has his buddy, does some beer reviews with him. They split it. I don't know his buddy, you know.
He was drinking liquor there for the longest time, and then he was drinking beer.
He still does that. I mean, I counted one day. He does like 8 videos in 4 days. I'm like, how's he doing all this? But anyhow.
You know, for someone who said that he was limiting himself, I only smoked 1, or was it 2, or whatever that was, 6 cigars or whatever a day, or cigarettes.
I tell you, he said he'd do 2 beers a day or something too, but
you can't get as many videos doing 2 a day. I mean, yeah, if you did 2 a day for every day of the week, that's 14. But you can't tell me you've been doing 14 beers consistently over the years.
Yeah. Oh, well, man, we got to get some plan where we can record videos, upload it, get a thumbnail going, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Jimmy.
Well,
I think I'm done.
Editing.
Yeah. Well, it's all about editing, but also title, thumbnail.
Yeah. You should do that.
I really been doing it. I mean, all these years, descriptions have been my forte.
Descriptions.
Yeah. And an info, like description of the, you know. I remember back when you used to edit video. What should I put on here? Shag Dog and Jammer or what? I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah.
Usually when I asked you that is I was stumped for a phrase or something, or I wanted your opinion,
You wanted my expertise.
And then I would turn around and ignore that and go with my gut.
My expertise is on there. I mean, look at that one I did earlier. It's superb.
Yes, I agree, Shag Dog. You have your moments. Unfortunately,
sometimes it just depends on the beer name.
Unfortunately, you do not like to do it.
I do, but it depends on the mood, the beer
you
name.
You don't like to do any of the background.
Does the beer do
you like to criticize the background stuff, but you don't like to do any of it.
I tell you what, that one I had earlier with the space.
When I used to edit and do all that stuff, and I turn around and say, what'd you think? And all that. So, well, I wouldn't know. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, well, you're not the one that's fucking editing it for 5 hours.
You would all the time say, what should I put in this description? I have to come up with something because you couldn't come up with nothing.
I could come up with it, but it's just I wanted you to
I can't do this because I do all the editing.
I do everything, and then you don't do it. So yeah, I just buy. And then what was your answer? Point and shoot. Point and shoot.
I was mocking somebody when I said that.
Huh?
I was mocking somebody when I said that.
I know. But Jammer Fan did point out something to us, to me, the other day, and that was that fact that one of our videos had almost 775,000 views. Now think of that.
What do you say?
775,000 views from just one video.
One video? I thought our biggest was the
no, he said before we got canceled out, that one video was close to 775,000 views because he saw it.
What video?
I got to ask him again.
The biggest one I thought was the Harlem Shake, which was like 250, 260.
It might have been in the Harlem Shake, but there was one there he said was close to 775.
Well, I need video evidence.
You're not going to get it because we got canceled out.
I don't believe it.
So my opinion is that we should get it as pretty as can be.
Well, all right. Well, we'll see on the next beer review.
We should try our best to get this moving. I think we should resurrect my true review in the sense of being able to do more than just beer reviews.
I don't know anywhere to review anything, so it had to be all you.
No, I think you do a bunch of other stuff, but you just don't share it.
I don't do that stuff.
You buy a lot of things and you just don't share it.
I could share some food products from the grocery store.
Exactly.
With some toilet paper. I did do a toilet paper review one time. Remember, I sent it to you.
Yeah.
And I did the Whopper, the fake food Whopper review. Compared it to a real Whopper.
Yeah. I don't think
How'd you like the video I did where the one time you were like, yeah, you should name your new channel the Traveling Wilburys. And I was like, hey,
Traveling Wilburys. Yeah.
Dropping a couple Wilburys.
That's true.
All right, Jeff. Let's close this one out.
You want to close it?
Yeah, we might as well go to bed.
Are you done?
Yeah, we'll save that next one. That's one more beer to do next time, right?
You sure?
Yeah. Because the next video is going to take 20 minutes at least.
All right. It's up to you.
Yeah, we'll save
I
our beer.
apologize to the viewers that I'm so sleepy at the moment.
Same here. I mean, I only slept 2 hours today, so
I normally will not sleep at all, and still be very vibrant and
I'm
energetic
really
and
doing
everything.
pretty good for only 2 hours of sleep. I'm usually
But Shag Dog has completely bored me tonight. I can't help it. Sometimes he's that way. Sometimes he's just not on. And I apologize from the deep down. Our quality is usually up here. Unfortunately, tonight. Now, seriously though, I I I know Shag Dog didn't get much sleep. I didn't get much sleep either, but we had this opportunity to do things and we took it and went ahead and ran with it. And now it's catching up to us. At least for me.
I do the beer reviews for my pleasure, not yours.
What do you do for what?
I do the beer reviews for my pleasure, not yours.
Well, you're not very pleasurable, are you?
I pleasure myself.
I believe that's true. You pleasure yourself, yeah. That's your catchphrase. I pleasure myself. I love lagers or whatever. I like lagers.
Really good. I mean, I don't have that many beers left, total beers. And I don't even want to go buy beer shopping until like September when I get my Oktoberfest and pumpkin beers. What's really good is you got a lot of beers, enough beers where you probably could last it. If you do some solo videos every week or every 2 weeks, where
Well, you have to allow me access. So.
Well, I sent you that email as such as a secondary admin or whatever.
Can I get in all the time?
I think so.
Well, you didn't tell me that.
Yeah, you're like on there as a secondary. I sent to your email. Whatever you got in that email, that makes you a secondary admin on it.
Oh, great. Now I got to find that email.
Oh.
You know how many emails I get a day?
Probably not enough.
One from the fans, I get a lot. I have to sort through my personal fan mail that Jammer gets.
So,
Then once that's done, I have to sort through the spam mail.
man, you ever get tired and you just want to go to sleep?
And then after that's done, I have to sort through the hate mail for a Shag Dog that I eliminate before he sees it.
Yeah.
So that he won't feel, get a complex or anything like that.
Oh. Fuck, it's so tight and tender. Oh.
You talk like you're having chicken nuggets or something.
I feel like a fucking chicken nugget. All right, well, Shag Dog and Jammer, the best beer you've ever seen, and possibly I've ever seen.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, it happens.
You'll have that.
Sometimes you got to go through it to get to it.
Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Most times it's feel like a nut.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that we could have talked about, unfortunately.
Yeah.
With all the delays and everything that we had today, I'm very depressed about this whole Wi-Fi.
Well, the problem is like when we do beer reviews, we don't have no planning. We're not rested. It's the corporate part of it.
Yeah, I don't care for this corporate mentality.
Corporate holding us down. Yeah. All of our intelligence, what's it called? That's how much bad it is. We can think of a lot of different things for entertainment world, and we're being suppressed.
suppressed, and basically the thoughts are being sucked out of our brains.
Right. That is true. Yeah. All right, Jammer, let's close this one down. I gotta take a piss really bad. Ooh.
All right, thanks for watching, commenting, subscribing, liking, and sharing. Tinkle those bells for Shag Dog. He loves to get a tinkle.
Yes.
We'll see you on the next one, guys. I am Jammer.
And I am Shag Dog. Spitter Swallow Beer Review.
Bye.
Shit. It's taking too long. It's still going. Why hasn't it closed yet? All right, let me just. Why hasn't it closed yet? I'm lagging too. There we go.